Hey, what's going on? I have kind of a respiratory thing going on, so I sound like Duke Nukem. I've got balls of steel. It's one of my favorite things, having a cold, is how my voice changes a few octaves lower, so now I feel like an adult man. Speaking of being an adult man, I waited in line for Amiibos today. There were like 5 other men just like me waiting for a particular Amiibo. We all know which one. Might as well show you. Yes, I got a Rosalina. I kind of fell into the hype. Everyone was saying, "Oh, you're not going to be able to get one because one disgruntled guy bought 1,000 or something like that." I didn't necessarily have that as an influencing factor. I'm probably in the minority here, but I actually like Rosalina as a character. I think she's pretty cool. I liked using her in Super Mario 3D World here, but I think she's not going to be as rare because when I went to Target, they had like a whole bucket filled, like, I don't know, I'd say about 16 Rosalina. She was the most common one today that I picked up. I think it's because Nintendo is aware that this guy tried to create some sort of shortage. But then again, I think they're also trying to push her as a character. Something tells me that she might appear in her very own princess game or something, but I don't think she's going away anytime soon. But I've grown an appreciation for playing as her. Not that bad of a character. Alright, so here's what else I picked up today. So I'm waiting in line, and there's multiple guys there. There's one guy who brought his like old Asian mother, and you know, she was waiting. She was asking the manager. She's like, how many do they have? You know, and the manager was like, "Oh, I'm not sure, somewhere around 15 or so." But I don't think the manager really understood what Amiibos were. But I was talking to some other guys, and some guys were like really friendly there in the line. And I turned to one of them and I said, "You know, I feel like, you know, I can identify with the Baroni community right now." He goes, "Yeah?" I was like, "I feel like I'm an adult man waiting for a female, like an action, like a Barbie figure, right? And I'm going out there to buy it." And I guess it didn't really hit me until I had 4 Amiibos in my hands and I spent $50 that I have lost control of my life as we know it. So this is what else I picked up. I mean, I barely even got a second to make a choice because everyone was like, you know, clamoring after him, and the manager's like, hey, 1 Amiibo per person. So this is one I was originally going to get anyway, Bowser. I don't know how close I can get it there, but his design is just immaculate. I think he's one of the better looking Amiibos. I think he's going to get the most use out of any games, like any of the big Mario characters, like Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Bowser will probably get used in future games more often than Rosalina, maybe, or even my next couple ones. So I got him. I got Toon Link. Wasn't planning on getting Toon Link. Toon Link is probably going to be fairly common anyway. But you know, I bought Wind Waker day 1 back when it came out. He's not a character I typically play with, but I just want to see, you know, I have Hyrule Warriors and I just love that game. Expect that in the future. But he does have some great details. I'll probably do a close-up later, but they even have some shading in his hair. And he looks pretty cool. I think he does pretty much all the same stuff that the Link Amiibo does, if I remember correctly. And the final one, which I think might have been the rarest out of it, because this Target, I mean, I'm only basing it from my experience, but Chic, they only had like 3 or 4 of these in the box. So I You know, I don't think we're probably going to see as much Sheik around. Probably not a lot of demand for Sheik. I don't know why. Sheik's a fairly decent character. I don't know. She's not that good in Hyrule Warriors. And let's face it, she's not exactly top tier Smash, but you know, decent character, even though it's kind of a Zelda clone, what have you. I like her design. I thought she had some sort of flaw in her head. I don't know if you can see it. There's like a tiny speck on her head. But no, she apparently has a stitch there. Who would have thought? Okay. Anyway, are these the last Amiibos? Let me see if I can get all of them in one. Alright. So, are these the last Amiibos I will buy? Probably not. I think I'm going to go for Ness and Wario. I'd always plan on getting those. Ike. I like playing with Ike in Project Steam. I don't know if I'm going to try for a Shulk on Tuesday. I just don't think it'll happen. Yeah, I've gone down the rabbit hole pretty deep. I just start off with Diddy Kong thinking it would be harmless, you know? But Diddy Kong was like a gateway drug for me. Now I've got 4 more Amiibos with more on the way. What is going on in this world?